Well, there it is. There is the worst good beer I've ever done. I mean, it looks okay. Not much clarity in it. So why is it the worst good beer I've ever done? Watch the brewing video and I'll see you back here in about 10 minutes. Okay, that's the end of the brew day. Here it is here, look. Got just over 20 litres in there. I have to say, it's safe to say that that really went to
baloney,
to absolute
baloney
at the end. So the first thing was the pump blocked. That was bad. Oh, that started to annoy me. The fact that the pump blocked again. But I thought no. So I went to chill it down. And basically it was taking ages to get down. And what I didn't also realise then was that there was a leak, or there was like a leak between where the hose connects onto the chiller, and there was water trickling down, back down the pipe and into the wort. And it was only when I had a look inside and I could see
freezing
this much water, I don't know how much, sitting on the top of the bloody wort. And you know, so we've ended up with original gravity. The pre-boil was what, 104.6, 104.7 did I say? The original gravity is 104, at a push 104.5. So we've ended up with an original gravity less than the bloody pre-boil, thanks to that
fruitful
immersion chiller. So yeah, on top of that, there's like little tiny flies everywhere. It's like I'd put water aside, the warm water to wash the pot with, and like within 2 minutes, it was just loads and loads of little flies, and I was picking little flies out of the bloody beer, out of the wort and everything, and just, oh, I'm so annoyed. You have no idea how annoyed I am right now. So yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about adding some DME to this and see if I could bump it up, but you know what, I might just go ahead and pitch anyway and just let it go, and see what comes out the other end, because I don't want to have to do anything more. I'm just so annoyed. Did I mention that I'm annoyed? Yeah, that was such a clusterfloop at the end. Oh my god.
Baking.
I swear to god. Shut up or I'll go out and ruin your
fat
neck. Right, so may as well taste this then. Voila.
Flipping cow.
This is our starter here from the other day. This is the 644. Made a starter of it in the old kind of the 2-minute job in the water bottle. Loads of it in the bottom. Shouldn't have any problem getting through this. I just want this to be over. I just want this to be over. I've had enough. Had enough. So let's finish it and hope that it doesn't get infected. All them flies.
Biscuits
everywhere. That was probably more starter than, more liquid than what needed to go in. But it was all kind of hazy and all, and I poured out a lot of it, but I didn't want to pour any more because I lost a load more yeast. But so it's now like 21.5 litres I've got now of piss water, basically. Let's taste this piece of crap. I mean, seriously, that was going so well. That was going so well. Should have known. Doesn't smell of anything. Tastes okay at this point. I'm so annoyed. Okay, apologies for the light in here, but I'm in here to do the dry hop. That's it there. Now it's still, this is day 10, it's still fermenting down. It's gone down another 2 points since yesterday. It's sitting at 25 degrees. So I'm trying to eke out the last of the ferment basically. But I'm going to do the dry hop anyway because I'm getting a bit tired because it went really quickly for the first 3 or 4 days, and then it's got really slow ever since then. So it's about 10:10 now. I think it will do another point. It doesn't taste like an IPA basically. It tastes like a pale ale. So we're going to do the dry hop. This is a load of hops. What I'm going to use to do the dry hop is this, which is, it's in the store so I'm going to, it's a keg hopper. Now I'm not hopping in the keg, I'm hopping in the fermenter, but I've never used this. I got this ages ago, never got around to using it. So I'm going to use it now, frig, just to see what it's like. I did consider hopping in the keg for this one, but I've now decided I'm going to change my mind. Mainly because all the hops are weighed out already from the brew day, and basically I couldn't be bothered. I don't want to go too high on keg hopping. I don't know how many grams are in this. There's probably about 80 or 90 or something like that. So let's get these in now and hope that they don't go everywhere. So yeah, we'll put these in. We'll see what it's like. I don't know. See if it's any good. And that's it. So the next time you see me, get the lid on. The thing about these wee cheap things is that they get bent out of shape very easily. There we go, it's on. Next time you see me is going to be drinking this bad boy. Sorry, this terrible boy, whatever it is. I think it's just sunk to the bottom. That's good. Been in the keg for about a month now. 28 days I think it is. And when it was those first couple of weeks where it was just terrible. It was incredibly bland. It wasn't when I say it's not the worst good beer I've ever done, I mean it's like, it's not good, but good as in, the red line between a good beer and you're chucking the beer. That's kind of the level. It's sitting right on the line, or like it's got a little toenail over the line. So it's not bad enough to chuck out, but it's still not good. So that's what we mean by good. But yeah, when it first came out, it was incredibly bland, which is strange because I put all the hops in, and it was the 644 yeast as well too. And I can only think that either the 644 yeast just I've been a bit disappointed with this time. This was a fresh batch, fresh like pack, or it was possibly that whole
Fisherman
with the chiller, and the water was going into the chiller. It was about 2 litres or something like that I think went into it, and it was just, I think maybe that has something to do with it, because then that's just basically watered everything down and changed everything. It finished out 5.1%, So it's still not too bad, like really. But it's definitely not an IPA, that's for sure. Definitely not an IPA. So, in terms of this, the aroma is actually a nice little bit of citrus in it. If I'm being honest, well, I have to be honest, come on. I actually dry hopped in the keg because I was so unhappy with it. I dry hopped in the keg and only about 25 grams worth of citra leaf, but that has had the most amazing effect. Either that or the beer is just conditioned over time into something nice, which is, you know, it's possible, but yeah, it's very tolerable now. So let's have a smell. Nice. It has, like I said before, it has that citrus, but it also has this kind of sweet taste, or sweet aroma, which is what I was smelling the other time, which isn't like, didn't smell like the hops. It smelled like sweet kind of candy smell. But there is kind of definitely the citrus in there. There's a little bit of the fruity, fruity hoppiness in there as well. Tropical fruits. Maybe a bit of orange as well. It's quite nice. I mean, it's quite pleasant. It's not an IPA. That's for sure. That's not an IPA, okay? So, you know, it's a pale ale, let's be honest. A very
Forgetful.
but good pale ale. The thin red eye, don't forget. Okay, I'm just rambling here. Okay, I'm going on. The taste is actually okay. Taste is, it's kind of got a medium body, medium to light. There's not real bitterness in it at all. Which I know we were going for 42 IBUs, weren't we? And I guess that's a success. The taste is a kind of bit of, it's kind of a citrus, a little bit of citrus, a subtle citrus, along with that kind of candy taste. It's kind of a dry finish on it. For an IPA, not an IPA. For an IPA, there's not much of a kick to it. It is very. I started off with wanting to make a low IBU IPA, and now I've just made a pale ale, basically. Quite a bland pale ale, but it's there's enough in it to keep me interested and to keep me drinking it. And it's, a lot of it is down to that dry hop in the keg. They're still in the keg, by the way, the dry hops. I put them into a little keg hopper I have. I got it for about £3 or something. I got off Amazon or something. It was coming from one of them China posts anyway. So yeah, they're still in there. Like, I know people would take them out after a few days, but I'll just leave them in the frig. Doesn't do any harm. If it went grassy, that would be an improvement. No, I'm being cruel, but it's the worst good beer I think I've ever made. I've made bad beers before, much worse than this, but this is a good beer. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm going. No point me sitting here and talking about this piece of
Tofu.
much longer than I need to. It's
Thwarted.
way over. What can you say? Cheers. See you next week.
Do you really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy?
You dirty mound of flesh.